Recognise this? Of course you have. Every person in the country would be able to depict that this is what you see when the signal of your TV set cuts out to static.
Gemma Price and I'm a media student. Within this documentary I will explore media manipulation and the impact it has on the general public.
My appearance.
Your appearance.
Probably because I go to the gym, I'd obviously change my whole shape. I'm trying to get bigger and improve. So
Okay, get bigger,
yeah.
please. Same with me, yeah.
My hairline. I don't like my hairline.
My legs.
Your leg, yeah.
My weight.
Three out of 4 of my friends feel depressed, guilty and shameful after 3 minutes of leafing through a fashion magazine. And who or what is to blame for this? Why, for women, is it more appealing to be skinnier, smaller and less heavy? Who or what is feeding women in this generation being skinnier is better? This summer, do you want to be a mermaid or a whale? Whose idea was this? The effect of media on women's body dissatisfaction, thin ideal internalisation and disorder eating appears to be stronger amongst young adults rather than children. This may suggest that long-term exposure during childhood and adolescence lays the foundation for the negative effects of media during early adulthood. We are absolutely bombarded with media images these days, and those images have a huge effect on our mental health and the way we see ourselves. This is being described as propaganda of the worst sort, so however you cut it, we're a culture with a huge self-image problem. If we're to become too resilient ourselves and prevent the young people around us from being sucked into the media-created illusions they're being bombarded with. But how do young people feel about this? Being 18 years of age, I see this all around me. Growing up in a world of so much media influence, surrounded by advertisements for products, companies, body types, I see it. We all see it. But most decide to pretend they don't.
I think young people are a lot more self-conscious with all the adverts on TV, especially females, as when we see all these beauty products and clothes adverts, they're all stick thin girls.
Yeah, exactly.
And they feel the need to look like that, when in reality they can look how they want. And with males, they see adverts with the likes of David Beckham, and they automatically feel the need, to style their hair like him, or try and work out a little.
By the time a child in this day and age reaches 12 years old, they will have seen up to 77,546 commercials. Is that normal? Is this how life has always been for the general public? But it makes you think. If advertisers and the media as a whole have so much input into the material the general public watch, then what else don't we know? Media manipulation exploits the difference between perception and reality. The media was long a trusted source of information for the public, but today all the barriers that made it reliable have broken down, yet the old perceptions remain. What we have today is an increasingly sophisticated full-spectrum assault on free will and psychological well-being. And we have to come to a point where it is no longer even necessary for media institutions to attempt to hide their blatant work of manipulating public opinion, manufacturing consent and creating winners and losers in the minds of the already brainwashed public. People should by now already know that reality shows are staged. The popular TV show Jeremy Kyle, where the public are able to address their problems and hopefully put amends to things. But what Kyle's show offers, however, is a hit of something far more potent. Moralised social sadism. This is now entertainment. It turns out that many of the so-called reality shows are actually scripted theatrical presentations that count on the viewer's suspension of disbelief to garner ratings. Reality TV shows are not examples of reality. It sums up the strange mood of our time, where nothing really makes any coherent sense. We live with a constant entertainment of contradictory stories which make it impossible for any real opposition to emerge, because they can't counter it with a coherent narrative of their own. And it means that we as individuals become even more powerless, unable to challenge anything because we live in a state of confusion and uncertainty. A ruthless elite of people powering the thoughts and lives of the general public with their clever marketing and advertising techniques just for a wage slip at the end of the month. How about this? Do you recognise this?